What's going on, guys? My name is Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. Talk about fashion on this channel. Of course, we talk about fragrances, but also get into some grooming as well. If you're going to smell good, and that's going to be one of your primary focuses, I think you should look your best as well, right? So if you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe and notifications by hitting the bell icon as well, so that way when a new video is uploaded, you'll get notified. All right, guys, this is part two. That's right, part two of some of the best summer fragrances of all time. If you did not see part one, I will make sure I link part one to this video, but I told you guys there will be a part two because I felt there were some other fragrances in my collection that deserve to be on this list. So we're going to run the intro, and when we come back, we're going to get into it. 10 of the best summer fragrances of all time. If you want to see what's on the list, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into this video. Before we go any further, guys, I do want to say this video is being sponsored today by Jomashop. They did send me two fragrances that I already have, but nonetheless, two fragrances. A new box or bottle of Acqu Di Aventus and YSLY Eau de Parfum. Talked about this the other day in another video, but Jomashop right now is having a summer fragrance sale. Guys, listen, some of the best brands, some of the best products. And I want to just bring awareness to the fact that you can actually shop Jomashop through YouTube's shopping. I'm going to make sure that I link that down below. But guys, why pay full retail for a fragrance when you can get it for at least 50% off? Right now with the summer sale, you can get up to 75% off. That's crazy. Up to 75% off of the retail price of some of these fragrances. I've seen brand new fragrances released in 2024 at a discounted price, almost half off on Jomashop's website. So I'm going to make sure I link it down below where you guys can shop through the YouTube shopping link and check out some of these fragrances. Most of the fragrances I'm going to talk about today are available directly through the YouTube shopping app. So make sure that you click on the link and check some of these fragrances out. The thing I want to say really quickly, guys, you never have to worry about authenticity when it comes to Jomashop. Anybody that's ever bought a Creed fragrances knows there's you're going to get that card, and you're also going to get this in an authentic Creed fragrance. All right, so Acqu Di Aventus, of course, is a fragrance. I don't have that on this list per se, but it is definitely a fragrance that you can wear year round. Absolutely love this scent. Still one of my favorites to this day. This is now my third bottle. I have this one. I have another 3.3 ounce bottle that I purchased probably about a year ago, and I am still holding on tightly to my 2017 N01 batch. It is so good. But guys, of course, I love this fragrance. I'm happy that I have another backup bottle. That means I can just run through the other 3.3 ounce. My son already tried to take this from me. But man, a fragrance that is great not only for summer but year round, in my humble opinion. The birch, of course, that really amazing pineapple, which I think Acqu Di Aventus, of course, made the note of pineapple popular. Open with that beautiful pineapple note in the opening. Of course, you get the smoky birch in this as well, which is another note that I think really made this fragrance what it was. The musk, the sandalwood, just an amazing fragrance. I mean, one of the most popular fragrances, if not the most popular fragrance of all time. And of course, on Jomashop's website, instead of paying over $400, I think this is going for $250 right now. So make sure you grab yourself a bottle, man. If you don't have the King yet, make sure you get yourself a bottle through the YouTube shopping app over at Jomashop. Gotta have this in your collection, fellas. But the first fragrance up on the list that I want to talk about, and I'm not really getting into notes and things like that today, man. Who really cares, honestly, at the end of the day? But this one is from Bond Number 9, and this is Eau de New York. Talked about this fragrance so much, man. It is one of my favorite fragrances of all time to wear when it's hot outside. It's just so good, man. This is really, to me, centered around a note of Neroli. Neroli is really fresh, a really fresh, clean floral note. And that's what this fragrance is. It's fresh, it's clean, and it's floral. All right, so you get the florals in here. Very vibrant, very uplifting, and I think that is coming from the use of ginger. But guys, just an amazing fragrance. Absolutely love this stuff when it's hot outside. So if you don't have this, like I said, most of these fragrances are on Jomashop's website. So make sure you get yourself a bottle of this, guys. From the brand of Bond No. 9, this is Eau de New York. All right, guys, the next fragrance up on the list, this one comes from the brand of Louis Vuitton. This is Afternoon Swim. Afternoon Swim, love this stuff, man. Just, it smells like exactly what the bottle or the name of the fragrance would indicate. It smells like you are sitting poolside and you are at your most beloved tropical vacation spot. You just got yourself out of the pool and you're sitting poolside enjoying your favorite drink. That's exactly what this fragrance is going to put you in the mindset of, a swim in the afternoon. Now, when I talk about Louis Vuitton fragrances, I oftentimes don't mention this as one of my personal favorites as far as my top like 5, but it's an amazing fragrance. But when I talk about summertime, it's at the top of the list from the Louis Vuitton collection of fragrances that I have. So again, if you're looking for something great, I think this is an amazing summer fragrance from the brand of Louis Vuitton. Again, this is Afternoon Swim. All right, guys, the next fragrance that I will put on this list, this comes from the brand of Royal Crown. This is Celebration. Celebration, beautiful bottle, man. Just look at the details on this cap. Details on the cap on the bottle is just fantastic fragrance. If you're looking at into quality, man, this is really what it's all about when you talk about quality. This particular brand of fragrances are expensive, but again, they use a lot of high quality naturals in their fragrances. Hence, when I first smell this fragrance and when I put it on my skin, the mint note in here actually gives a cooling sensation to your skin. If you ever held like a mint leaf or something like that and you rub it together, you'll start to kind of feel that cooling sensation. You get that same thing when you spray this on your skin from the mint in this fragrance. So very photorealistic mint, really fresh, citrusy, and vibrant fragrance. Again, the name of the fragrance is Celebration. That's what kind of mood it puts you in, a very celebratory kind of mood, because it just smells phenomenal. Seriously, guys. And again, get it at a discount, man. I think this bottle is probably about $4.95, $4.50 or somewhere around there, but you can find it at places like Jomashop and other discounts for $200 maybe, $180. So definitely a fragrance that's definitely worth it at that price point, man. Check this one out from the brand of Royal Crown. Celebration. All right, guys, the next fragrance comes from the brand of Bvlgari Victorious. This is called Energizer. Energizer. And what is in it? Well, if you can think about any citrus note that you can think of, any fruit note that you can think of is in this fragrance, and it's just a very uplifting fragrance. Like the name indicates, Energizer. This fragrance is one of those uplifting fragrances and gives you that refreshing kind of feel and that energy when you spray it. It's so refreshing, so appropriate for the summertime, man. And honestly, the thing I love about Energizer is one of those fragrances from Bvlgari Victorious that's not even that expensive. But as you can see, I put a dent in it because it's just very easy to wear. You can just spray this and go. So I love this stuff. Again, we're just talking about summertime fragrances. And honestly, even with all those super expensive fragrances I have from Bvlgari Victorious, when you talk about summer, this is one of the best. So check it out from the brand of Bvlgari Victorious. This is called Energizer. All right, guys, and this next fragrance is from the brand of Creed. And if I were putting this in order, this would probably be number 1. But man, this stuff is good when you talk about summer fragrances. This is Erolfa. One of the best uses of the note of ambergris, one of the most photorealistic, really oceanic sea fragrances that I've ever smelled. It opens up with beautiful citruses. There's lemon, there's lime, there's a melon note in here. It dries down, man. You get this kind of herbal nuance with really musk, sandalwood, and of course the ambergris. But man, again, you talk about natural smelling, photorealistic, high quality ingredients, and talk about a summer fragrance that evokes imagery of the seaside of the ocean. It doesn't get much better than this, honestly. I don't think it gets better than this. From the brand of Creed, man, I love this stuff. This is Erolfa. All right, guys, the next fragrance that I think deserves a place on a list like this is from the brand of Tom Ford. This is Neroli Portofino. Neroli Portofino, love this stuff as well, man. Of course, it's centered around the note of Neroli, But what I really love about it is the juicy freshness of the citruses in the opening of the fragrance, and how that plays well with the Neroli in this fragrance. What really stands out to me is the mandarin orange note here. Mandarin orange, the Neroli in the fragrance. You get a musky ambrette when this fragrance dries down. Guys, you just gotta check it out, man. If you never put your nose on Neroli Portofino, when we talk about the note of Neroli, I think there's no fragrance that's more recognizable than this one. And again, it's great. It's one of those fragrances you can really just spray liberally with this fragrance in the summertime. You're not going to offend anybody, and you're going to smell great, man. So check it out from the brand of Tom Ford. An amazing summer fragrance. This is Neroli Portofino. Guys, this next fragrance comes from the brand of Nishane, and this is called Ambra Calabria. Ambra Calabria. Now, if you want a great fragrance for the summertime, that of course gives you all those things in the opening that you would love in a great summer fragrance, but give you a nice, sweet, but not overly sweet vanilla amber combo on the dry down, this is your fragrance. It's a Nishane and it's an Extrait de Parfums, so another thing that you get here with value, and why I think it deserves a place on this list, because not only does it smell great, but it's going to give you that performance. Again, an Extrait de Parfums in a vanilla ambery base that's not too sweet for the hot weather, and then of course the opening has all things to do with summer. Very green, fresh, herbal fragrance. Just absolutely love and adore this stuff. Definitely felt like it deserved a place on a list like this from the brand of Nishane. This is Ambra Calabria. All right, guys, the next fragrance. This fragrance for years used to be on my top 10 summer niche list, and it was on that list for a reason. Again, when we talk about summertime fragrances, this is one of the best in my opinion. From the brand of MFK Maison Francis Kurkdjian, this is Petit Matin. Petit Matin. Beautiful citrus opening. This, of course, is centered around a note that I have come to love and appreciate so much over the last year, orange blossom, which is a floral note that gives a freshness to fragrances, kind of cleanness, but it also gives this kind of sweet creaminess, in my opinion, vibe to a fragrance that I've really come to love and appreciate. It's in a lot of fragrances that I've come to really love and enjoy. There's some Ambra in here. There's a note of hawthorn as well, which is another really interesting floral note. Gives a nice nuance to this fragrance. But anyway, again, when you talk about summertime, guys, this is so good. Nice dent in this bottle. I actually haven't worn it in a little while, but you know, when you do a video like this, it reminds you of some of the better stuff. Definitely will be my scent of the day one of the days in this upcoming week. So make sure you check it out, guys, from the brand of MFK Petit Matin. All right, guys, and last but not least on the list today, this one comes from the brand of Roja Parfums. This is Isola Blue. Isola Blue. As you guys know, with Roja Parfum fragrances, there is a laundry list of notes. In this, just a few that stand out to me that really contribute to it being a great summer fragrance. It's the apple, there's some coconut here, and of course, ambergris. A lot of these fragrances that are great for summertime have that ambergris because of that kind of, you know, sea, salty, you know, marine effect that it kind of gives to a fragrance. So, an amazing fragrance. Definitely wanted to close it out with this one. An amazing summer fragrance from the brand of Roja Parfums. This is Isola Blue. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today, as I gave you 10 more of the best summer fragrances, without question, of all time. As always, I sincerely appreciate your time, and I appreciate you guys' attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you are sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell fantastic. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side.